I would like to say, at the risk of being a little irreverent, that the Ayodhya judgment is great, no doubt, that a temple be built on a very sacred place for Hindus when one of their dearest and most sacred lords, Lord Rama, temple has been raised by the Mughals, by Babur, 5 centuries ago. But for me, which is much more important than the building of the temple, is the occult victory that had happened. Now, occult is it's a very subtle word. And in Sri Aurobindo's Palan, Sri Aurobindo was a great yogi and revolutionary and poet and philosopher. There are forces which are behind every action in the world. Even Lord Krishna speaks about this in his discourse to Arjuna. There are some forces which are dharmic, which are for the good, and there are some forces which are adharmic, which I call also Asuric forces. Now, Asuric forces, these adharmic forces, have been at it trying to kill, to annihilate this great spirituality which is Hinduism. Because for me, the spirituality that props up Hinduism from behind, this knowledge of who am I, what happens when I die, what is karma, what is dharma, what is an avatar, this knowledge was once roamed the whole world, but today is only with Hindus. This knowledge is very precious, and this knowledge has been attacked by Asuric forces, by Adamic forces. And some of these forces were, of course, the Mughals, the Muslims who invaded India and tried to annihilate Hinduism, and in the process destroyed the Ram temple. Now, the occult victory of the judgment, of the Supreme Court judgment, is for me much more important. The occult victory over these Adamic forces, over these forces that try to stifle, to kill Hinduism, is much more important than the building of a temple. Of course, the temple is important, but it is a knowledge behind the temple that is much more essential for the world, for India and for the world. So the Supreme Court judgment is a victory over the Adamic forces. And that is what is important to me. Namaste.